Ever feel overwhelmed by the constant noise and chaos of life? Like you're being pulled in a million different directions, bombarded with demands, and struggling to find a moment of peace? Yeah, me too. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind, to lose sight of what truly matters, and to feel like you're just barely keeping your head above water. But what if I told you there's a way to find calm amidst the storm? A way to cultivate inner resilience, to navigate challenges with grace, and to create a life of purpose and fulfillment, even when the world feels like it's spinning out of control. It's not about escaping reality, my friend. It's about mastering it. It's about understanding your own mind, your emotions, your reactions, and learning to harness their power instead of letting them control you. Think of it like this. You're a surfer riding a wave. The wave represents the challenges, the ups and downs, the unexpected twists and turns that life throws your way. You can't control the wave, but you can learn to ride it. You can learn to navigate its power, to find your balance, and to emerge from the experience stronger and more skilled than ever before. That's what we're exploring today. We'll dive into 10 powerful Stoic lessons that will help you master your emotions so they don't master you, and make clear-headed decisions even under pressure. You'll learn to build unshakable habits that support your goals and find true freedom and contentment, no matter what life throws your way. And hey, if you find these Stoic tools helpful, don't forget to give this episode a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let's spread the Stoic wisdom and help each other navigate this crazy journey called life. Now, let's get started. 1. Understanding the importance of self-discipline, the Stoic's secret weapon. All right, my friend, let's talk about self-discipline. Not the kind that makes you feel like you're in a military boot camp, but the kind that empowers you to live a life of purpose, freedom, and fulfillment. Now, here's the thing about self-discipline. It's not about deprivation or restriction. It's not about forcing yourself to do things you hate or denying yourself all the good stuff in life. It's about making conscious choices, about aligning your actions with your values and goals, and about cultivating the inner strength to stay focused on what truly matters, even when faced with distractions, temptations, or setbacks. The Stoics, those masters of wisdom and self-mastery, understood the power of self-discipline. They saw it as a key to living a virtuous life, a life of purpose, meaning, and inner peace. They believed that by cultivating self-discipline, we could overcome our impulsive desires, resist distractions, and make choices that align with our long-term goals and aspirations. Think of it like this. You're a charioteer racing towards the finish line. Your horses represent your passions, your desires, your impulses. They're powerful and eager to run, but without a skilled charioteer to guide them, they might veer off course, crash into obstacles, or even run in circles. Self-discipline is like that skilled charioteer. It's the guiding force that keeps your passions in check, that steers you towards your goals, and that helps you navigate the twists and turns of life with focus and control. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually cultivate self-discipline? How do I develop that inner strength to resist temptations and stay focused on my goals? Well, my friend, let me share a few Stoic strategies that can help you harness the power of self-discipline. Set clear goals and intentions. What do you truly want to achieve? What kind of person do you want to become? Take some time to clarify your values, your passions, and your long-term aspirations. Having a clear vision of your goals will provide a roadmap for your actions and help you stay motivated. Start small and build momentum. Don't try to overhaul your life overnight. Start with small, achievable goals and gradually build momentum as you experience success. Each small victory will strengthen your self-discipline and empower you to take on bigger challenges. Create a supportive environment. Surround yourself with people who support your goals and encourage your growth. Avoid situations and temptations that might derail your progress. Make it easy for yourself to make healthy choices and stay focused on your priorities. Practice delayed gratification. In our instant gratification culture, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of immediate pleasure, but true fulfillment often comes from delaying gratification, from working towards long-term goals, and from savoring the rewards of hard work and dedication. Cultivate self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Notice the patterns that lead you astray, and develop strategies to overcome your weaknesses. The more you understand yourself, the better equipped you'll be to cultivate self-discipline. Remember the words of Seneca, the Stoic philosopher who emphasized the importance of self-control. No man is free who is not master of himself. Self-discipline is not about restriction, it's about freedom. It's about freeing yourself from the tyranny of impulsive desires, from the distractions that pull you off course, and from the self-sabotaging behaviors that prevent you from reaching your full potential. So, my friend, the next time you're faced with a temptation, a distraction, or a challenge that tests your resolve, remember the Stoic charioteer. Take the reins of your mind, guide your passions with wisdom and focus, and steer yourself towards a life of purpose, fulfillment, and self-mastery. 2. Maintaining a positive outlook on failure. The Stoic's Guide to Embracing Setbacks. All right, my friend, let's talk about failure. Not the kind that makes you want to crawl under a rock and never come out, but the kind that's an inevitable part of life, the stumbles and setbacks that we all experience on the road to growth, learning, and success. Now, here's the thing about failure. It's not the enemy. It's not something to be feared, avoided, or ashamed of. It's a teacher, a guide, a stepping stone on the path to greater wisdom, resilience, and ultimately, triumph. The Stoics, those masters of perspective and emotional resilience, understood that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. They saw setbacks as opportunities for learning, growth, and self-discovery. They believed that by embracing our failures, by analyzing our mistakes, and by extracting valuable lessons from our experiences, we could emerge stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever before. Think of it like this. You're learning to ride a bicycle. You wobble, you fall, you scrape your knees. But each time you get back up, you learn something new. You adjust your balance, you refine your technique, and you gradually gain the confidence and skill to ride with grace and ease. That, my friend, is the essence of maintaining a positive outlook on failure. It's not about pretending that setbacks don't hurt or that they don't matter. It's about recognizing that failure is an inevitable part of the learning process, a stepping stone on the path to mastery. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually maintain a positive outlook when I feel like I've failed miserably? How do I pick myself up and keep going when I'm feeling discouraged, disappointed, or even defeated? Well, my friend, let me share a few Stoic strategies that can help you transform setbacks into stepping stones. Reframe your perspective. Instead of viewing failure as a negative reflection of your worth or abilities, see it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this setback to improve my skills, refine my strategies, and become a better version of myself. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Success is not just about reaching the finish line, it's about the journey, the effort, the dedication, and the lessons learned along the way. Celebrate your progress, acknowledge your efforts, and appreciate the valuable insights you gain from both successes and setbacks. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when you stumble. Don't beat yourself up over mistakes or dwell on past failures. Instead, offer yourself the same compassion and understanding you would offer a friend. Learn from your mistakes, forgive yourself, and keep moving forward. Embrace the growth mindset. Believe in your ability to learn, to adapt, and to overcome challenges. See setbacks as opportunities to develop your skills, strengthen your resilience, and expand your potential. Find inspiration in the stories of others. Many successful people have faced setbacks and failures along the way. Read their stories, learn from their experiences, and find inspiration in their resilience and determination. Remember the words of Seneca, the Stoic philosopher who faced exile, political intrigue, and personal challenges. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Failure often marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new one. Embrace the change, learn from the past, and focus on creating a new and even better chapter in your life. So, my friend, the next time you encounter a setback, remember the Stoic bicyclist. Don't let a fall discourage you. Get back up, dust yourself off, learn from the experience, and keep pedaling towards your goals with renewed determination and a positive outlook. 3. Thinking logically before making decisions. The Stoics' Guide to Clear-Headed Choices. All right, my friend, let's talk about decisions. Not the small fry kind, like what to have for dinner or which filter to use on your latest selfie, but the biggies, the life-altering choices that can shape your career, your relationships, and your overall trajectory. You know, the kind that keep you up at night, the ones where you weigh the pros and cons, analyze the potential outcomes, and maybe even consult a magic 8-ball for good measure. Now, here's the thing about decisions. They're not always easy. We're often bombarded with information, opinions, and emotions that can cloud our judgment and lead us down a rabbit hole of confusion. We might get swayed by impulsive desires, influenced by the opinions of others, or fall prey to those sneaky cognitive biases that distort our thinking like a funhouse mirror. But here's the secret the Stoics knew centuries ago. Logic is like a superpower. It's the ability to cut through the noise, to evaluate information objectively, and to make choices that are aligned with your values and goals. It's about engaging your rational mind, questioning assumptions, and considering the long-term consequences of your actions. Think of it like this. You're building a skyscraper. You wouldn't just start stacking materials haphazardly, hoping for the best, would you? No way. You'd need a blueprint, a solid foundation, and a clear understanding of the structural principles involved. You'd need to consider the materials, the environment, and the purpose of the building. That, my friend, is the essence of thinking logically before making decisions. It's about using your rational mind as a blueprint, evaluating the information objectively, and making choices that are aligned with your long-term vision and goals. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually become a more logical thinker? How do I develop that sharp, analytical mind that can cut through the BS and make wise decisions? Well, my friend, let me share a few Stoic strategies that can help you hone your logical thinking skills. Question everything. Don't take things at face value. Ask questions, challenge assumptions, and seek evidence to support claims. Cultivate a healthy skepticism and be willing to consider alternative perspectives. Identify your biases. We all have biases that can distort our thinking like a wonky pair of glasses. Become aware of your own biases and actively challenge them. Seek out diverse perspectives and be open to changing your mind when presented with new information. Consider the consequences. Before making a decision, think about the potential consequences, both short-term and long-term. Weigh the pros and cons and consider how your choice might impact yourself and others. It's like playing chess, thinking several moves ahead. Seek wise counsel. Don't be afraid to ask for advice from trusted mentors, friends, or experts. Gather different perspectives, weigh the options, and make an informed decision that aligns with your values and goals. Reflect on your decisions. After making a decision, take some time to reflect on the process. What worked well? What could you have done differently? Learning from your experiences can help you become a more effective decision-maker in the future. Remember the words of Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher who emphasized the importance of rational thought. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Before making a decision, consider the kind of person you want to be and the values you want to embody. Then, make choices that align with that vision. So, my friend, the next time you find yourself facing a tough decision, remember the Stoic architect. Use your logical thinking skills to create a blueprint for your choices. Evaluate your options objectively and make decisions that lead you towards a life of purpose, fulfillment, and wisdom. Fourth, building consistent daily habits. The Stoics' blueprint for a life well lived. All right, my friend, let's talk about habits. Not the bad kind, like biting your nails or procrastinating until the 11th hour, but the good kind, the empowering habits that shape your days, fuel your progress, and ultimately design the life you want to live. Now, here's the thing about habits. They're not just some random actions you perform on autopilot. They're the building blocks of your life, the tiny bricks that, when stacked together, create the magnificent structure of your character, your accomplishments, and your overall well-being. The Stoics, those masters of self-mastery and purposeful living, understood the power of habits. They saw them as the foundation of a virtuous life, the key to cultivating excellence, and the secret to achieving lasting fulfillment. They believed that by consciously cultivating positive habits, we could shape our character, direct our actions, and ultimately create a life of purpose, meaning, and inner peace. Think of it like this. You're a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Each strike of the hammer, each careful movement of the chisel shapes the stone, gradually revealing the masterpiece within. Your habits are like those deliberate strokes, shaping your character, refining your skills, and gradually molding you into the person you aspire to be. That, my friend, is the essence of building consistent daily habits. It's about making conscious choices, day in and day out, that align with your values, support your goals, and nurture your well-being. It's about creating a daily routine that empowers you to live your best life, one small habit at a time. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually build consistent habits? How do I break free from those old, unhelpful patterns and create new ones that serve me better? Well, my friend, let me share a few Stoic strategies that can help you become a master habit builder. Start small and be specific. Don't try to change everything at once. Focus on one or two small, specific habits at a time. Instead of saying, "I'm going to exercise more," say, I'm going to walk for 30 minutes every morning before work. Focus on consistency, not intensity. It's better to do a little bit every day than to go all out once in a while and then burn out. Consistency is the key to building lasting habits. Create a supportive environment. Make it easy for yourself to succeed. Remove temptations, set reminders, and create a space that supports your new habit. If you want to read more, keep a book by your bedside table. If you want to eat healthier, stock your fridge with nutritious foods. Find an accountability partner. Having someone to check in with, to share your progress, and to offer support can make a big difference in your ability to stick to your new habits. Celebrate your successes. Acknowledge your efforts and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step forward, each day of consistency, is a victory worth celebrating. Remember the words of Aristotle, the ancient philosopher who emphasized the importance of habits. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Your habits shape your character, your actions, and ultimately, your destiny. By consciously cultivating positive habits, you can create a life of excellence, fulfillment, and lasting impact. So, my friend, the next time you want to make a change in your life, remember the Stoic sculptor. Take those small, consistent actions, day in and day out, and watch as your habits shape you into the masterpiece you were always meant to be. 5. Staying humble. Despite achievements, the Stoics' guide to grounded success. All right, my friend, let's talk about success. Not the kind that's measured by likes, followers, or the size of your bank account, but the kind that truly matters, the kind that fills you with a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and genuine joy. Now, here's the thing about success. It can be a tricky beast. It can inflate your ego, blind you to your shortcomings, and even create a distance between you and the people you care about. It's like climbing a mountain. The higher you ascend, the thinner the air becomes, and the easier it is to lose your footing. But here's the secret the Stoics knew centuries ago. Humility is the oxygen mask that keeps you grounded on your climb to success. It's the antidote to arrogance, the reminder that you're still a work in progress, and the key to maintaining genuine connections with the people around you. Think of it like this. You're a tree bearing delicious fruit. The fruit represents your achievements, your accomplishments, the tangible results of your hard work and dedication. But the roots, those hidden tendrils that reach deep into the earth, represent your humility, your connection to something larger than yourself, and the source of your continued growth and nourishment. Without strong roots, the tree might topple over under the weight of its own fruit, unable to withstand the storms of life or to continue bearing fruit in the future. But with deep, grounded roots, the tree can stand tall, weather any storm, and continue to produce abundant fruit for years to come. That, my friend, is the essence of staying humble despite achievements. It's not about denying your accomplishments or downplaying your successes. It's about recognizing that your achievements are just one part of your journey, a stepping stone on the path to continued growth, learning, and contribution. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually stay humble when I'm surrounded by praise, recognition, and maybe even a little bit of envy? How do I keep my ego in check and maintain a grounded perspective? Well, my friend, let me share a few Stoic strategies that can help you cultivate humility in the midst of success. Practice gratitude. Take time to appreciate the people, the circumstances, and the opportunities that have contributed to your success. Recognize that you haven't achieved everything on your own. and express gratitude for the support and guidance you've received along the way. Acknowledge your limitations. No matter how successful you become, remember that you're still a work in progress. You still have things to learn, skills to develop, and areas where you can grow. Embrace your imperfections and be open to feedback and constructive criticism. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Success is not just about reaching the finish line. It's about the journey, the effort, the dedication, and the lessons learned along the way. Celebrate your progress, acknowledge your struggles, and appreciate the value of the journey itself. Maintain a beginner's mind. Approach each new challenge with curiosity, openness, and a willingness to learn. Don't assume that you know everything, and be open to new ideas, perspectives, and approaches. Serve others. Use your success to make a positive impact on the world. Share your knowledge, your skills, and your resources to help others achieve their goals and contribute to the greater good. Remember the words of Socrates, the ancient philosopher who valued wisdom and humility above all else. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. Embrace this paradox and let it fuel your curiosity, your openness, and your commitment to lifelong learning. So, my friend, the next time you achieve a goal, receive recognition, or experience a moment of triumph, remember the Stoic tree. Let your roots grow deep. Let your humility ground you, and let your branches reach towards the sky with grace and gratitude. 6. Exercising wisdom in conflicts. The Stoics' Guide to Navigating Disagreements. All right, my friend, let's talk about conflict. Not the kind that involves explosions, car chases, or dramatic lightsaber duels, but the everyday kind. The disagreements, misunderstandings, and clashes of opinion that inevitably arise in our interactions with others. Now, here's the thing about conflict. It's not inherently bad. It's not something to be feared, avoided, or suppressed at all costs. In fact, conflict can be an opportunity for growth, understanding, and even strengthening relationships if approached with wisdom and skill. The Stoics, those masters of reason and emotional resilience, understood that conflict is a natural part of human interaction. They saw it as an opportunity to practice virtue, to exercise self-control, and to seek solutions that benefit all parties involved. They believed that by approaching conflict with wisdom, we could transform disagreements into opportunities for growth, understanding, and deeper connection. Think of it like this. You're a gardener tending to a beautiful flower bed. You notice some weeds sprouting up among the flowers. Now, you could ignore the weeds, hoping they'll just go away on their own. But chances are they'll spread, choke the flowers, and eventually take over the entire garden. Or you could approach the weeds with wisdom. You could carefully identify them, understand their root systems, and choose the most effective methods for removing them without harming the delicate flowers. You might even learn something about the health of your soil and the needs of your plants in the process. That, my friend, is the essence of exercising wisdom in conflicts. It's not about avoiding disagreements or pretending that everything is always harmonious. It's about approaching conflicts with a clear mind, an open heart, and a commitment to finding solutions that benefit all parties involved. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually exercise wisdom in the heat of the moment? How do I stay calm, rational, and solution-oriented when I feel angry, frustrated, or misunderstood? Well, my friend, let me share a few Stoic strategies that can help you navigate conflicts with grace and wisdom. Practice active listening. Truly listen to the other person's perspective, seeking to understand their point of view, their concerns, and their underlying needs. Ask clarifying questions, reflect back what you've heard, and show genuine empathy for their experience. Manage your emotions. When conflict arises, it's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment, to react impulsively, or to say things you'll later regret. Take a deep breath, acknowledge your emotions, and choose to respond with calmness and composure. Focus on common ground. Look for areas of agreement, shared values, or mutual goals. Emphasize the things that unite you rather than dwelling on the things that divide you. Seek win-win solutions. Approach conflict with a collaborative mindset, seeking solutions that benefit all parties involved. Be willing to compromise, to find creative solutions, and to prioritize the long-term health of the relationship. Learn from every conflict. Even when conflicts don't resolve perfectly, there's always something to be learned. Reflect on your own role in the conflict. Identify areas where you can improve your communication skills, and commit to approaching future disagreements with greater wisdom and empathy. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor who faced his share of conflicts and challenges. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Don't stoop to anger, resentment, or retaliation. Instead, respond with wisdom, compassion, and a commitment to finding constructive solutions. So, my friend, the next time you find yourself in the midst of a conflict, remember the Stoic gardener. Approach the situation with wisdom, patience, and a willingness to understand. Weed out the negativity, nurture the seeds of understanding, and cultivate a garden of harmonious relationships. 7. Cultivating an internally balanced character. The Stoic's Guide to Inner Harmony. All right, my friend, let's talk about balance. Not the kind you need to walk a tightrope or ride a unicycle, but the inner balance, the kind that allows you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, resilience, and a sense of calm composure. Now, here's the thing about balance. It's not about being perfect or having it all figured out. It's about finding that sweet spot between your different qualities, your strengths and weaknesses, your passions and your reason. It's about cultivating an inner harmony that allows you to navigate the world with clarity, purpose, and a sense of grounded stability. The Stoics, those masters of self-mastery and inner peace, understood the importance of cultivating a balanced character. They saw it as the key to living a virtuous life, a life of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. They believed that by cultivating these virtues, we could achieve inner harmony and navigate the challenges of life with grace and resilience. Think of it like this: you're a ship sailing across the vast ocean. Your different qualities, your strengths and weaknesses are like the sails and the ballast of the ship. The sails catch the wind, propelling you forward, while the ballast keeps you steady, preventing you from capsizing in rough seas. Without sails, you'd be stuck in the doldrums, unable to make progress towards your destination. But without ballast, you'd be tossed about by every wave, vulnerable to capsizing and losing your way. That, my friend, is the essence of cultivating an internally balanced character. It's about finding that equilibrium between your different qualities, harnessing your strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and navigating the world with a sense of grounded stability. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually cultivate inner balance? How do I develop that sense of harmony and stability when the world is constantly throwing me off course? Well, my friend, let me share a few Stoic strategies that can help you cultivate a balanced character. Practice self-awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Notice your patterns, your tendencies, and your reactions to different situations. The more you understand yourself, the better equipped you'll be to find balance and make conscious choices. Cultivate your virtues. The Stoics believed that wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are the four cardinal virtues that contribute to a balanced character. Strive to develop these virtues in your daily life. Seek wisdom through learning and reflection. Cultivate courage by facing your fears and challenges. Practice justice by treating others with fairness and respect. And cultivate temperance by moderating your desires and finding balance in all things. Embrace your strengths and weaknesses. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Acknowledge your strengths and use them to your advantage, but also be honest about your weaknesses and work on developing strategies to overcome them or to mitigate their impact. Find your center. Cultivate practices that help you find your center, your inner sanctuary of peace and calm. This might involve meditation, mindfulness, spending time in nature, or engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Live in alignment with your values. Make sure your actions are aligned with your core values and beliefs. This will help you feel grounded, authentic, and true to yourself, even when faced with challenges or temptations. Remember the words of Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher who emphasized the importance of inner strength. No man is free who is not master of himself. True freedom comes from mastering your inner world, from cultivating a balanced character, and from navigating life's challenges with wisdom, courage, and integrity. So, my friend, the next time you feel yourself getting pulled off balance, remember the Stoic ship. Adjust your sails, check your ballast, and steer yourself towards a life of inner harmony, resilience, and purposeful living. 8. Accepting change as a part of life. The Stoics' Guide to Navigating the River of Time. All right, my friend, let's talk about change. Not the kind you find in your pocket or under the couch cushions, but the big, sweeping, sometimes scary kind of change that transforms our lives, reshapes our circumstances, and challenges us to adapt and evolve. Now, here's the thing about change. It's as inevitable as the sunrise. It's the one constant in a world that's constantly in flux. Seasons change, relationships evolve, careers shift, and even our own bodies and minds undergo transformations throughout our lives. But here's the secret the Stoics knew centuries ago. Resisting change is like trying to swim upstream against a raging current. It's exhausting, futile, and ultimately a recipe for frustration and unhappiness. The Stoics believed that true peace and freedom come from accepting change as a natural part of life, from embracing the flow of the river of time, and from adapting to the ever-shifting currents with grace and resilience. Think of it like this: you're a tree standing tall in a forest. The seasons change, bringing with them periods of growth, abundance, dormancy, and renewal. The tree doesn't resist the changing seasons. It doesn't cling to its leaves in the fall or refuse to blossom in the spring. It adapts, it transforms, it flows with the natural rhythm of life. That, my friend, is the essence of accepting change as a part of life. It's not about passively resigning yourself to whatever happens or giving up on your dreams and aspirations. It's about recognizing that change is an inevitable part of the human experience, a force that can shape us, challenge us, and ultimately lead us to greater wisdom, growth, and fulfillment. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually accept change when it feels scary, painful, or disruptive? How do I let go of the familiar and embrace the unknown? Well, my friend, let me share a few Stoic strategies that can help you navigate the currents of change with grace and resilience. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment, to the changes happening around you and within you. Observe them without judgment, without resistance. The more you become aware of the impermanence of things, the easier it will be to accept change as a natural part of life. Focus on what you can control. You can't control the winds of change, but you can control your sails. You can choose how you respond to change, how you adapt, and how you navigate the new terrain. Focus on your own actions, your attitude, and your response to the challenges and opportunities that change brings. Reframe your perspective. Instead of viewing change as a threat, see it as an opportunity for growth, learning, and new experiences. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this change? How can I use this situation to evolve, to expand my horizons, and to become a better version of myself? Embrace the unknown. Change often brings with it a sense of uncertainty and the fear of the unknown. But the unknown can also be a source of excitement, adventure, and new possibilities. Embrace the mystery. Step outside your comfort zone and be open to the unexpected gifts that change might bring. Find meaning in the impermanence. The Stoics recognized that everything in life is impermanent, constantly changing and transforming. This impermanence can be a source of sadness and loss, but it can also be a source of beauty and appreciation for the present moment. Cherish the good times, learn from the challenging times, and embrace the ever-changing tapestry of life. Remember the words of Heraclitus, the ancient philosopher who famously said, "The only thing that is constant is change." Change is the essence of life, the driving force behind growth, evolution, and transformation. Embrace it, my friend, and let it carry you towards a life of greater wisdom, resilience, and fulfillment. So, my friend, the next time you encounter a change, whether it's a small shift or a major upheaval, remember the Stoic tree. Bend with the wind, adapt to the changing seasons, and embrace the natural flow of the river of time. Change is not the enemy. It's the catalyst for growth, the doorway to new possibilities, and the path to a richer, more meaningful life. 9. Seeking inner tranquility, the Stoics' path to a peaceful mind. All right, my friend, let's talk about tranquility, not the kind you find on a deserted beach or a secluded mountaintop, but the inner kind, the kind that resides within you, a quiet oasis of peace amidst the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Now, here's the thing about tranquility. It's not something you find, it's something you cultivate. It's not about escaping the world or avoiding its challenges, but about finding a place of stillness within yourself, a sanctuary of calm amidst the storms of life. The Stoics, those masters of inner peace and self-mastery, understood the importance of seeking inner tranquility. They saw it as the foundation of a virtuous life, a source of strength and resilience, and the key to navigating life's ups and downs with grace and equanimity. They believed that by cultivating inner peace, we could live more fully, make wiser choices, and experience greater joy and fulfillment, even in the face of adversity. Think of it like this. You're a gardener tending to a beautiful pond. The surface of the pond might be disturbed by ripples and waves, stirred up by the winds of change and the challenges of life. But deep down, at the bottom of the pond, there's a stillness, a clarity, a place of tranquility where the water remains calm and undisturbed. That, my friend, is the inner tranquility the Stoics sought. It's about finding that still point within yourself, that place of peace and clarity that remains untouched by the external chaos of the world. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's all well and good. But how do I actually find that inner tranquility? How do I cultivate that sense of peace and calm when my mind is racing, my to-do list is overflowing, and the world is constantly demanding my attention? Well, my friend, let me share a few Stoic strategies that can help you find your inner oasis. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment, to your breath, to your body, to your surroundings. By anchoring yourself in the now, you can quiet the mental chatter, reduce anxiety, and cultivate a sense of presence and awareness. Simplify your life. Declutter your physical space, your schedule, and your mind. Let go of things that no longer serve you, commitments that drain your energy, and thoughts that create unnecessary stress and anxiety. The more you simplify, the more space you create for inner peace. Connect with nature. Spend time in nature, whether it's a walk in the park, a hike in the woods, or simply sitting under a tree. Nature has a way of calming the mind, soothing the soul, and reminding us of the interconnectedness of all things. Cultivate gratitude. Take time each day to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude can shift your focus from what's missing to what's present, fostering a sense of contentment and inner peace. Practice acceptance. Accept the things you cannot change, the challenges you face, and the imperfections of life. Resistance only creates suffering. Acceptance opens the door to peace and tranquility. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor who sought inner peace amidst the chaos of ruling an empire. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Focus on your own inner work, on cultivating virtue, wisdom, and tranquility. The more you cultivate inner peace, the more you'll radiate peace into the world around you. So, my friend, the next time you feel overwhelmed by the chaos of life, remember the Stoic pond. Dive deep within yourself. Find that still point, that quiet center where tranquility resides. Cultivate inner peace, and you'll discover a source of strength, resilience, and joy that can carry you through any storm. 10. Controlling impulsive reactions, the Stoics' guide to mastering your inner domain. All right, my friend, let's talk about impulses, not the kind you get at the grocery store checkout aisle to buy a candy bar, though we'll touch on that too, but those inner urges, those knee-jerk reactions that can sometimes lead us down paths we later regret. You know, the kind that make you blurt out something in the heat of the moment, hit the send button before you've thought things through, or grab that extra slice of cake even though you promised yourself you wouldn't. Now, here's the thing about impulses. They're not inherently bad. They're a natural part of being human, a primal response to the world around us. But like a wild horse, they need to be tamed, trained, and guided with a steady hand. Otherwise, they can easily lead us astray, causing us to make rash decisions, say hurtful things, or indulge in behaviors that sabotage our long-term goals and well-being. The Stoics, those champions of reason and self-control, understood the importance of mastering our impulses. They saw it as a key to living a virtuous life, a life of wisdom, balance, and inner peace. They believed that by cultivating self-awareness and practicing emotional regulation, we could gain control over our impulsive reactions and make choices that align with our values and goals. Think of it like this. You're driving a car down a winding road. Your impulses are like the gas pedal, urging you to speed up, to take risks, to push the limits. But your reason is like the steering wheel and the brakes, guiding you along the path, keeping you safe, and ensuring that you reach your destination. Without a skilled driver at the wheel, the car might veer off course, crash into obstacles, or even spin out of control. But with a steady hand and a clear mind, the driver can navigate the road with confidence, enjoying the journey while staying safe and in control. That, my friend, is the essence of controlling impulsive reactions. It's not about suppressing your emotions or denying your desires. It's about cultivating the self-awareness and the mental discipline to choose your responses, to pause before you act, and to make decisions that align with your long-term goals and values. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's all well and good, but how do I actually control my impulses? How do I resist those urges that seem to hijack my brain and lead me astray? Well, my friend, let me share a few Stoic strategies that can help you master your inner domain. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. The more aware you are of your inner state, the better equipped you'll be to recognize those impulsive urges before they take over. Develop a pause button. When you feel an impulse arising, hit the pause button. Take a deep breath, step back from the situation, and give yourself time to consider your response. This simple act of pausing can create space for reason to step in and guide your actions. Challenge your thoughts. Often, our impulses are fueled by irrational thoughts, assumptions, or beliefs. Challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is this the most helpful way to think about this situation? Visualize the consequences. Before acting on an impulse, visualize the potential consequences of your actions. Ask yourself, will this action serve my long-term goals? Will it align with my values? Will it have a positive or negative impact on myself and others? Cultivate alternative responses. Instead of reacting impulsively, practice alternative responses. If you feel angry, take a walk or listen to calming music. If you feel tempted to indulge in a bad habit, engage in a healthy activity instead. Remember the words of Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher who emphasized the power of self-control. No man is free who is not master of himself. By mastering your impulses, you gain freedom from the tyranny of your own desires, from the regret of rash decisions, and from the self-sabotaging behaviors that can hold you back from living your best life. So, my friend, the next time you feel an impulse arising, remember the Stoic driver. Take the wheel of your mind, engage your reason, and steer yourself towards a life of purpose, wisdom, and self-mastery. Well, my friend, we've reached the end of our journey into the heart of Stoicism, and I hope you're leaving with a toolbox full of wisdom, a heart full of courage, and a mind ready to take on the world. We've explored 10 powerful Stoic lessons that can help us navigate the ups and downs of life with greater resilience, clarity, and inner peace. We've learned about the importance of self-discipline, the power of a positive mindset, the wisdom of logical thinking, and the transformative potential of consistent habits. But here's the thing, my friend. Stoicism isn't just a set of intellectual concepts or philosophical ideas. It's a way of life, a practice, a journey of self-discovery and growth. It's about taking these Stoic principles and weaving them into the fabric of your daily life, your relationships, your work, and your interactions with the world. So, as you step back into the world, remember to cultivate self-discipline, master your impulses, resist distractions, and stay focused on what truly matters. Embrace failure as a teacher, learn from your mistakes, extract valuable lessons, and keep moving forward with renewed determination. Think logically before you act. Engage your rational mind. Question assumptions and make wise decisions that align with your values and goals. And don't forget to build empowering habits. Create a daily routine that supports your growth, your well-being, and your journey towards a fulfilling life. Even in the face of success, remember that you're still a work in progress, always learning, always growing. The Stoic journey is not about becoming perfect or achieving some unattainable ideal. It's about striving for excellence, for living a life of virtue, wisdom, and inner peace. It's about embracing the challenges of life with courage, learning from your experiences, and becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you for joining me on this Stoic adventure. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep striving to live a life of purpose, resilience, and true fulfillment. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends and family. Let's spread the Stoic wisdom and empower everyone to create a life of true strength and inner peace.